recognize that there was an explosion in violent crime, and it didn't happen in a month or 6 months. It happened over the course of years due to the prior administration's lackadaisical approach against crime, and violent criminals took advantage of that. So the FBI, under my leadership, we came in and said, okay, violent crime's exploding. Everybody knows that. We see that. You can't walk around these cities anymore. People are getting shot. Kids are getting shot. Drugs are killing our youth. We need to do what the FBI is best at and crush violent crime. So we targeted all the major cities in the country. We called our state and local authorities and we said, we need you all in as task force officers. You have the ground level intelligence. We have to attack the criminal enterprises where they start and their entire spider web of networks across the country. And that's the beauty of summer heat.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what's going on, family? I hope everybody that's tuned in right now that you are blessed, well, and healthy, that y'all are having a great weekend. Or whatever time you're watching this, that everything is just going well in all you guys' life, man. What a time to be alive in 2025. We do not know what to expect next, but hey, on this show, it's one love, man. And we're bringing you the best updates, keeping you informed, spreading love, cracking jokes, keeping it real, And hey, sometimes I might be wrong. A lot of times I might be right. And hey, agree to disagree. Comment down below. If you want to say something negative, go right ahead. If you don't like me, hey, if you don't like this about me, hey, go right ahead. That's the best part about the freedom. Go right ahead, But we got some big things breaking and big things I want to check out in some multiple sources. And FBI Director Kash Patel just called MSNBC an ass. I can say it on here. Excuse my language, family. They say, Rick, sir, please keep it clean, sir. Rick, don't you start using that bad language, Rick. But he called it an ass clown factory of disinformation. Eric says, I voted for this. Yeah, Kash Patel says, breaking, MSNBC still an ass clown factory of disinformation. Same circus animals that slobbered all over walls of stone, viral, banning. MSNBC has no facts and no audience. And this FBI, follow the chain of command or get relieved. Oh boy. Oh boy. MSNBC, and like I say, the hell with the fake news media, the alphabet news. We can go down the whole alphabet order. ABC, CBS, NBC, MCG, CGC, all of them. CNN, the hell with them all, The enemy of the people. Simple, Simple. But Maduro isn't just corrupt. He's indicted narco-terrorist dictator with a $50 million DOJ bounty. Under my leadership, the FBI is choking off every dollar, every account, every enabler. America will never be a safe haven for his blood money. FBI busted alleged Maduro linked money laundering network spanning multiple nations. Well, I tell you, boy, this FBI ain't messing around now. But them patriots, everybody, you know what they're not gonna stop talking about now, Cash. They're not gonna let it go. We not gonna let it go. They ready for they still waiting for the list. They still ready to walk Pam Bondi out. I'm just saying. They say Pam Bondi doing a great job. President Trump say Pam Bondi doing a great job. But some people say, hey, I don't know. I think we need to walk Pam out of there. She got on Fox News and just blew the transmission. They trying to recover. They trying to put that transmission back in there. They trying to put it back in there. One of the pistons was shot. They trying to put some oil on it and, put some new refreshed fluid in there. But we don't know. But it is going down, family. So Kash Patel fired an FBI agent for having a pride flag on his desk. Isn't that a violation of the First Amendment? When did this happen? Oh, so this did take place. Oh man, FBI Director Kash Patel fired an FBI agent trainee for displaying gay pride flag on his desk, per MSNBC. So this was fake? Wasn't this fake news? Wasn't this fake news? Let me look. Rules are. And you know, them Patriots saying, yeah, this is good. This is good. I can't confirm that right now. But anyways, let's move on, y'all. Man, what y'all think of that? Yeah, Kash Patel. Treason. Director of the FBI confirms with facts. Nancy Pelosi involved in the setup of J6. She made sure that there were no National Guard. Nancy Pelosi and her team were busy filming a movie of January 6th. She later sold it to the HBO. The 250 FBI agents sent to January 6th and plain clothes were said to be there for the riot control, but Kash Patel confirms that's a lie. Inside job. The January 6th committee was then created to cover it up. Oh boy, yeah. How is that heifer still walking around free? How is Nancy still walking around free? Man, they ought to go put that heifer up. We need, handcuffs, and God dog it, we need term limits. I'll tell you. Let me check this out, though.
Some Republicans, Mr. Director, argue that Nancy Pelosi staged January 6th and the Select Committee covered it up. Based on what you personally know, what are the verifiable events in the lead-ups? And do you, I know you don't speculate, you just deal with facts.
I'm in a unique position. Remember, I was Chief of Staff for the Department of Defense on January 6th. We were responsible for the deployment of the National Guard. And what I was forced to testify to years ago at great personal cost has now once again, just like Russiagate, been proven true, because all I do is speak the truth. On January, actually in the days before January 6th, we were in the Oval Office where the President Trump at the time, authorized, pursuant to law, up to 10 to 20,000 National Guard. We took that authorization because the law's second part required a request from who? Nancy Pelosi and the Metropolitan Police and the mayor at the time. And what did they say? No. And remember what happened for the next 2 years? They say, oh, Kash is lying, Trump's lying. And what did we find? Letters of their declination of the National Guard. Refusing to have the National Guard show up. So all I can speak to is the facts, and the facts are those plus this. Nancy Pelosi and her team were busy filming a movie on January 6th while this so-called chaos around her was going down. If she had, just look at it this way, if she
and then that heifer admitted on the video is her fault. I take full responsibility. That heifer was drunk and everything. She was up about 5, 6, 8 shots. They need to take that. I'm telling you, that heifer ought to be walked out in handcuffs. I'm serious, man. It's a lot of people that need to be held accountable, man. But they still walking around free and smiling.
Yes to the National Guard, and we had 10,000 uniformed military officers establish a secure perimeter. Do you think January 6th would have gone differently?
It is intriguing that 250 FBI plainclothes agents were inside the Capitol on January 6th. I saw the president's tweet to get to the bottom of it. Who placed them there? What were they doing? Were they inciting violence? What can you tell us, Mr. Director?
This is a great example of the president's initiative to solve all the answers on January 6th. And it's another example of our transparency efforts. Pursuant to the president, we investigated the matter and found out why FBI agents were placed there in the first place. And it turns out we found documentation and witnesses and whistleblowers that said we were forced to go there to do riot control. Armstrong, do you know what the FBI does not do ever? Riot control. We don't do that.
Right.
So the prior leadership sent 250 some odd men and women into a situation they're not trained for, put them in harm's way.
And when I read that, I was like, I was thinking that when I read that on X.
The individuals out there in harm's way. And also, those individuals have collectively responded or said beforehand that they were forced to go there. They didn't volunteer to do that.
And you believe them?
That's their word, not mine.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you. And then also Operation Summer Heat from Kash Patel was simple. He says, let good cops be cops. In just 3 months, over almost 10,000 arrests. So 8,600 arrests, 2,281 guns seized. And that, man, look at them. Look at all that booger sugar and fentanyl off the streets. And enough to kill 50 million Americans. This is how you crush violent crime. But I also want to get into this report right here. They are in custody. FBI Kash Patel makes bombshell announcement, and I believe this is on the summer heat, I believe.
This is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Kash Patel has made the announcement, and it's a beauty. Before we get started, please make and they help our channel continue to grow. During the Biden administration,
A disgrace.
You may have gotten used to certain things, like, criminals getting away with things, not getting arrested, not getting prosecuted, not facing the full weight of the law. That tended to happen a lot.
I've seen what took place with Coleman. I'm ready to see walked out, mug shots, slam a yard, sales. I'm ready to see the next person. Come on, they said something about Big Tish James is next. I'm ready to see who next. That's all, family. Are y'all with me? Let me know in the comments if y'all with me. I'm ready to see who next. People got to be held accountable. You got you got to put your hands behind your back. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the pressure's on with this administration. They call it revenge. Revenge. Hell no, it's justice. It's accountability. It's not revenge. Get it right. The hell with the fake news. The left, Democrats. Get it right. Justice and accountability.
During the Biden years, but those days are over. Kash Patel in his recent interview announced a myriad of arrests of violent criminals that the FBI has gotten their hands on. And it's important. It's important because we're finally seeing law, order, and justice. Just yesterday, there was a violent crime issue where I live, and it was quite horrible. And I don't want to say what happened because it's an ongoing investigation, but it's not far from where I live. There was a violent crime that took place, a very violent crime, and somebody lost their life at the hands of a firearm that probably wasn't legal, and it was probably a gang-related incident. And this has been going on all over the country. Detroit, Chicago,
A disgrace.
Los Angeles, New York. Trump, the FBI, Pam Bondi, they're putting a stop to this once and for all. I want you to listen to what Kash Patel had to say here, and let me know what you think in the comments.
So the FBI, under my leadership, we came in and they said, okay, violent crime's exploding. Everybody knows that. We see that. You can't walk around these cities anymore. People are getting shot. Kids are getting shot. Drugs are killing our youth. We need to do what the FBI is best at and crush violent crime. So we targeted all the major cities in the country. We called our state and local authorities, and we said, we need you all in as task force officers. You have the ground level intelligence. We have to attack the criminal enterprises where they start and their entire spider web of networks across the country. And that's the beauty of summer heat. We went everywhere.
FBI Director Kash Patel sitting down for an exclusive interview with Washington insider Armstrong Williams. Patel went into detail about the FBI's summer operation to crack down on crime nationwide. National News Desk's Jeff Harris has more.
Patel sharing.
Coming up, let's do winner pack up. What's the next name should be? Winner pack up. I like that. Winner cuffs. Now I'm trying to give it a name, y'all. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. It's going to be a cold winter.
Some new information about Operation Summer Heat, which just wrapped up in September. The FBI director providing updated statistics on arrests made and firearms seized, plus the future of the National Guard. During an exclusive interview with Washington insider Armstrong Williams, Patel breaking down the numbers behind Operation Summer Heat, which targeted the most violent offenders in cities like Chicago, St. Louis, and Memphis.
In 3 months, Armstrong, summer heat had 8,700 arrests.
Big three.
In 3 months, summer heat had 2,281 firearms seized. permanently off our streets.
Partnering with local and state officials, the operation started in June, just wrapping up last month. Patel saying the FBI followed one theme, quote, crushing violent crime.
One of this administration's key priorities. And we went into every single field office. We have 55 field offices scattered across the country.
Patel touting the operation despite some Democratic opposition of the efforts and his leadership. During a September hearing, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker accusing Patel of politicizing the FBI.
In the words of an ex-FBI official, you are overseeing, and I quote, general...
Brother Milk Dug. Brother, I'm not even gonna say that. They say, Rick, be nice, please, sir. I tell you, what a night and day difference. You know, they scream defund the police. You know, the hell with the police. You know, catch and release, let them back out. You know, I tell you, the judge is a disgrace. You know, these activists a disgrace. You know, just let them back out, roam the streets. You know, and then a beautiful young lady is gone. You know, because the criminals are just out smiling, rolling the dice. You know, 25 felonies, 39 prior arrests, and then eventually, somebody's been killed. You know, I tell you, man, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what we've seen take place in this country, man. You know, a lot of things that could have been prevented, avoided, you know. But night and day difference, man. You know, we actually have a president now. They not effing around. Y'all tried to bring in that poison. They gonna blow your boat up. This is good. Yeah. We actually have a border. We actually know who's running the country. You know, somebody's actually caring and trying. You see the man every day. They unplug that machine, put it in the storage unit. I mean, man, you know, you might not like everything the man's doing or what he said, but hey, we actually have a president, and he's done a lot of good things. You know, and there's been a lot of common sense back in this country. I tell you, you know, but. The man can't. We can't save this. We can't save this country, and I tell you, boy, it's too far gone. You know, there's only so much Trump and this administration can do. You know, it's too far gone, though, family, and y'all know that. You know, the man could cure cancer, and people still gon' shame the man, throw rocks at him. I mean, man, it's a disgrace. You know, the fake news media is still gonna come out and lie to you. Ain't nobody gonna tell the truth. We just far gone, man. You know, and this is why so many people are waking up, and they most definitely are done with Democrats and will never vote blue again. But hey, enough of me rambling. Let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. God bless you and your family, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, you guys.